Hey guys, it's Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and today I'm going to be reviewing Will Grayson Will Grayson. I loved it! Start off with, there are these two guys, both of them are named Will Grayson. One of them is written by David, the other one is written by John. So when we're starting off with John's part, let me just read you the first line. John's part is the first chapter. He writes the odds and David writes the even. So the first one is John's, and let me just read you the first line of it. When I was little, my dad used to tell me, Will, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. I mean, come on, that's classic John Green right off the boot to show you, like, yeah, this is going to be another amazing book from him. First of all, both Wills are both depressed and lost and looking for something in their lives. Will's John has a friend named Tiny Cooper. So Will's relationship with Tiny Cooper is a little weird. Will feels like that Tiny Cooper is kind of like a leech that has attached himself to his life, that is just kind of like stuck with him, and that he is basically helping through high school. Tiny Cooper is just like this big ball of fun. I mean, he's described as a big old teddy bear, and he is a homosexual, and he's just so much fun, and he does get picked on a lot, which then Will comes in and helps. So now for David's Will. David's Will also feels very lost, but I think he is the more tortured of the two Wills because he is a homosexual and he is trying to hide it. Dave's part is written in very bad grammar. Like, nothing's capitalized, there's no periods. I really liked it. I think it gave like a definite divide between the two Wills. Like, here's one, John's one is like, you know, you have all the amazing John quotes thrown in there, and John's amazing right down with David's is kind of like light and dark between them. They go perfectly with each other, but they contrast each other very well because they're very different, and I love that. I loved how even with the bad punctuation and stuff like that in David's part, it was just a nice opposite of John's, and I really like that. This Will is the one who kind of gets the plot going. He has an online relationship with another boy, and the night that he goes to meet that boy is the night that he just happens to bump into the other Will Grayson, and through this is how he meets Tiny, and yeah, so much fun. I know people are going to get mad at me for this and all this because they know I got yelled at on my Looking for Alaska review, but I had to give my true opinion. A lot of you were very nice and disagreeing with me in respectful ways, and I know you're not going to always have the same opinion as me, duh, but if you're going to disagree with me in a respectful way, and most of you did, a couple of you didn't, but in this one, what I really like about John Green's part is that it feels like for once John Green is not obsessing over the female protagonist. It feels like it's just like in the other ones, it feels like it's just the mystery of the girl, figuring out the mystery behind the girl, and the girl, and I feel like he is not focused on that at all in this book, and I really loved it. It felt like it was like a breath of fresh air from John Green. I loved it. There's also a lot of bad words in this one, a lot of cursing going on, so I'd say 14 and up. My favorite, hands down favorite character in this is Tiny Cooper. He is the coolest character ever. He does something extraordinary at the end of the book, and through that part of the book I was just enthralled completely with the book. I just love what he did at the end, and I'm not going to say just in case you haven't read it, but it was a very nice ending to the book, and I really enjoyed it. This is Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and this chapter was for you. Bye, guys.